Hi everyone. So today's video is based on the 5 love languages by Dr. Gary Chapman. He's also written a book on the subject, which I have links to in the client resources section of my website, which there'll be links in the description below. So the reason for the video today is that I want to bring some balance to the therapeutic advice and conversations when looking at relationships from all different angles, really, both from practical and realistic. So for example, I made a video recently asking the question, is it time for you to leave the relationship? And in that I discussed the signs that the relationship may be actually over. So therefore today I want to discuss the 5 love languages, as it's something that I do discuss quite a lot with my clients, and where we look at different exercises in and around this as well. So the 5 love languages are: number 1, words of affirmation. So that may be things like, you look really pretty today, you smell nice today, I love you. Are just kind of some examples of words of affirmation. Now, it may be that you think these things quite a lot in the relationship, but you just don't say them. And as none of us are mind readers, we can sometimes lose track of how our partner really feels. So by simply telling them, it's just a reminder. But then that reminder, you'll get to see the positive response in them by how it makes them feel, and then in turn, how it makes you feel. Number 2 is quality time. The emphasis is on quality. Now this doesn't mean sitting in the front room, both on your phones, watching TV. It's about being present with each other. It's about speaking, listening, not interrupting, responding back to what's actually been said as opposed to looking to change the subject. It's going for walks together and talking and being engaged with each other. Eye contact, facing each other ideally, unless obviously you're going for a walk. Number 3, gifts. The gifts for many cultures are a sign of love. But the key to understanding where a gift is a love language isn't about trying to find the most expensive gift for your partner. It's about a gift that means something to them. So it'll be, again, as we've mentioned, from maybe quality time, being present with partner. They may have mentioned something from days, weeks, months prior, and you basically remembering that and knowing that you'll get that for them because they said they like it or that they want it, and you get it for them just to simply make them happy. And as I said, it doesn't really matter of the price. The key to it is the thought behind it, which goes back with the old saying, it's the thought that counts. Number 4, acts of service. So this is about assisting your partner with everyday activities ultimately. It can just simply be helping with chores around the house. It could simply be, for example, cooking a meal. So it may well be that, they often make tea by the time you get home and it's there cooking already, but it may well be that you are home before them a particular night, or it may be a weekend and they are out and you decide to make them a meal instead. It may be that one partner is one who always makes the brews. You make a cup of tea, coffee, etc., and simply just making them a brew for a change can mean the world to them. So acts of service is another. Number 5, physical touch. Now for some, it's the physical feeling of being touched by the partner, by someone that they love, is when they feel love ultimately. And this can include things like cuddling, hugging, holding hands. It may be a little hand on the fire whilst you start watching TV together. It may be a little pinch of the bum as you're walking past them. It may be going up from behind and wrapping your arms around the waist and just giving them that hug whilst they're waiting for the kettle to boil or they're looking out the window. Things as simple as that can mean the world with regards to physical touch. So now you know what the 5 are. The principle then is that we all have a primary one of the 5 that we individually get that little bit more of love from. So the question is, what's your love language? What's your partner's love language? And do you know each other's love language? So that's very important to know all three of them questions, because this is sometimes where relationships can fall by the wayside, because you can get 2 people who actually do love each other, but if they're not communicating the right love language, then eventually there's going to be frustration and they're going to end up splitting up. So, for example, it could be that words of affirmation is someone's primary love language, and partner may say, all I want is for him to say, I love you, or you're pretty. But the other partner may say, well, I always buy them gifts, I always buy them things. So one partner may be communicating by way of gifts. Another partner may just need to be told that they're loved, that they look attractive, that they are the best thing to them, as opposed to gifts. Gifts may be meaningless. So the partner who's giving the gifts may think that I'm showing you that I love you because I'm buying you these things. But if that's not the primary love language to the one who needs to feel loved, then you're going to keep missing each other. And eventually, as I said, that's going to lead to frustrations. That's going to lead to the end of the relationship. That's all I want. I just wish that we had quality time together where we could just sit and listen to each other and speak. And one partner may turn around and say, well, I'm always hugging you, I'm always giving you cuddles, I'm always showing you that I love you. And that other partner may be, physical touch may not be their primary love language. They just want to have their partner present with them, listening to them, acknowledging the feelings, hearing where they're coming from. That might be the most important thing in the world to them. So that's why it's important to know what your own is, because the other issue is, if you don't know what your own is, and the partner is trying to communicate a certain love language, and you can't decide where you feel the most happiest with them, that's going to cause issues as well. So determining what yours is, finding out what your partner's is, and ultimately knowing what each other's are. So then you'll know all the different ones, because any one of the love languages are nice within a relationship, but it's the primary one that needs to be the most present for it to be the most effective. Because it could well be, as we've said, someone just wants to know that they're loved, to be told, not to be bought a gift every time. I mean, and then there are potential offshoots of this as well, with regards to if a partner struggles to provide a certain love language, then there may well be some form of therapy needed to look a bit deeper as to why that is. But we'll keep it relatively surface level for now. So think about what your love language is, speak to your partner about theirs, and try them out. See if you notice a difference within your relationship. So I hope that's helped today. Let me know how you get on in the comments. Please like, subscribe and share. And all the best, and have a good day.